Hey guys, comment of the day goes to this man right here. If you guys would like to win comment of the day, make sure you comment down below. Remember, I am replying to every single person that comments. Enjoy. Hey guys, I'm back here for another video, guys. What I want to talk about today is going to be what if EA made the power-up cards auctionable and tradable. What would happen to the market? First off, the basics, obvious of what would happen. Number one, is the whole market would crash, right? I mean, you'd have so many cards being introduced to the market at one time. All the players under those overalls would go down. The base elites would go skyrocketing through the roof. It would be a crazy, crazy mess to deal with. Obviously, no one would want to deal with it, but nonetheless, it would be a crazy mess to deal with because the prices of everything would tank and then everything would go up in price. Would it be a smart idea in reality, though? So, if they went ahead and made everything ultra tradable, the power-ups, it would make cards easier to get. I mean, you know, that's definitely a plus from it. It would make cards easier to get because you could go ahead and, you know, get these power-up cards without having to do the whole entire set, buy all the cards, put them through the auctions. It would, you know, make them easier to get. Now, of course, it would not kill the market forever. It would kill it until better cards started coming out. But for that initial time period when they first do it, it would completely just abolish the market. I mean, you would see, you know, 91 Chris Carter. No, not 91 Chris Carter. Probably 90 overall pluses wouldn't, like, crash as much. But anything under that, you would see, like, an 87 overall going for, like, 5K. Just because of the fact that you could go ahead and get him from the ARC. You can go ahead and put a silver token in and some gold tokens and, you know, get him and he would be easier to get. Now, with that in mind, you would see... Now, when I say a market crash, I mean a market crash with a higher overall cards. Silvers would shoot up in value very, very quickly. Gold cards would shoot up in value very, very quickly. Obviously, because if you want to go ahead and do the sets, you need silvers and gold tokens. Silver and gold players come from those tokens. So those players would shoot up so freaking quickly that... in a way, it's kind of funny because if you had a whole entire team, the people who do have a team, which I don't recommend 100% investing all into a team, I recommend waiting until, you know, a little bit later down the line when a lot of better cards are out. But if you do go ahead and invest in a team and you have this crazy team, those people would get kind of fluffed over because now their team's worth nothing, while people who aren't having a crazy team, let's say they have a lot of golds and silvers in the binder because of this, you know, sniping and this investing to the silvers like I talked about before. Maybe they'll invest into the golds because of the most field promo them all. That instantly all their binders would be worth like 10 million coins, while the people who have the, you know, 20 million coin teams, their team would go down to like 1 million. So it's kind of crazy to think about. I know this would never happen, and I just wanted to put it out there just to see what you guys would think. But, like, it would honestly change up Madden completely, like 100% for that day. The whole entire everything would be crazy. Now, of course, how long would it take before, you know, everything kind of stabilizes? Because if you do not know, guys, the market will always stabilize. Even if, you know, the market completely crashes and they do this, or they did do this, it would still stabilize eventually because that's just how the market is. As new cards come in, you know, because if there was no more demand, maybe, but because supply and demand works, how it works, you know, as long as there is demand, then the supply will eventually go down. Trying to talk at 4 a.m. in the morning is not the easiest, guys. But nonetheless, so eventually it would stabilize. But nonetheless, like, it would be crazy though. I don't know. Just this is food for thought, you know. It would definitely make, you know, grinding solos better. If you put a gold or a silver, you could probably instantly make like 10, 20k back, and then, you know, the team leaders would be impossible. See, this is why EA doesn't do this stuff. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about the fact that, you know, power-ups weren't ultra tradable. This is why they don't make them ultra tradable. I know a lot of people want them to be ultra tradable because they want to make their coins back and they don't want to have to, you know, go ahead and do the power-up and then you can't sell it. And it's kind of a waste of coins. But at the same time, this is the issue if they did go ahead and do that. The market would die and everything else below an 83 overall would go skyrocketing up in value. Next kind of theory I had, an idea I had. Now tell me down below what you guys think. What if they made it like this? You go ahead, once you complete a power-up, right? You can put one elite token in with the power-up card. Let's say you have power-up tier 4. You can put that tier 4 player in and the token in, and you can sell that player. I feel like that would be a little bit better, and it wouldn't crash the market as much, because you still have to go ahead and buy an elite token in order to sell the player. Maybe 2 elite tokens, maybe not just 1, but that whole idea of you add another card in, you add another elite token in, and it makes the card value, one thing, it makes you have to spend more coins in order to sell it, but at the same time, it at least makes it somewhat stable when it comes to being put into the market, because it's not like, you know, it's not as easy to get these power 4 tier players. Now again, I'm talking about just selling the highest tier though. For example, you wouldn't be able to sell the low tiers. So just the highest tier possible. So whatever that tier at the time, maybe they can make it ultra untradeable for that tier. And then you had to add an elite badge to make it ultra untradeable. Oh, not elite badge, elite token to make it ultra untradeable. And then you can sell it. That's somewhat of a theory I'm thinking about. At the same time, I know it would still affect the market. It would still mess up the market to some degree. But, you know, I just wanted the food for thought, guys, for this sniping series video. Kind of just change it up a little bit, you know. See what you guys are thinking down below. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, share if you're new. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.